Hello YouTube. I'd like to just give a brief history of my life. It'll probably be two parts. It's my second take on it. It's just trying to get a groove on it. I was born and raised in Rhode Island, very small state. I was in a small town in Rhode Island. What began as a village, because we're right on the water, a fishing village. It's beautiful. We have many 1700s, 1800s buildings, historic buildings, things of that nature. We're an old fishing village, and many people make their living out on the water. But anyway, that's where I grew up. It was a nice place to grow up. Went to Catholic school as a grade school. Didn't last past 7th grade. I questioned my religion, and they didn't like it, and eventually they found they didn't like me, so went to public school, which was a mistake, and didn't get all the potential I could out of high school. But in senior year I had books, school books, textbooks that I had when I was in the Catholic school in 6th grade, so I didn't think high school was that challenging, so it just led to not being a troublemaker, but just living life, my own rules. And my pretty much rule of life was just to enjoy myself and have a good time, usually expanding my mind. I've been a party animal, says so on my page. Pretty much, you know, you name it, I've tried it. Never did ecstasy though, can't, bad heart, we'll get to that. Good thing I never tried it, although I could have tried it in high school, before I had any of these problems, and it was actually legal at the time in high school that I could have tried it, and for some reason I didn't. Some of my friends did it. They thought it was okay. They weren't that excited about it, but you know, all they'd ever tried was acid and mescaline and all that bathtub stuff you get when you're in high school. And so you know, and my motto has always been, try anything once, well, you better do it twice just to make sure. And you know, I partied every way possible that I can think of. In Rhode Island being such a small state in the town I'm from, I had a great time. I hung out in clubs that were exclusive, and because my father owned a liquor store, alcohol business, where I was connected with all the other ones, so everyone knew each other. So, you know, my father was friends with a lot of people who owned bars and other liquor stores and stuff, so I always got good treatment wherever I went and had a good time. I did, you know, everything you want to know, you know. I have an addictive personality, so, you know, I've done everything to the extreme, which I'm not proud of, but it's a learning experience. And so I partied like crazy till I was about 26, 27. 27 is a wonderful age. And I bought a dog, and I made a video about him. If you look at my site, you'll see him on my channel. And he was just kind of changed my life, made me responsible for something, and from there on in, it got better, but it got worse. I ended up breeding pit bulls for 10 years because I got that dog, Blue. He was the best thing, best guy in the world, best thing that ever happened to me. But you can incorporate the partying lifestyle with breeding dogs, especially pit bulls, because I had all kinds of wonderful times at what people dub the farm. And you know, that could be a whole nother chapter, the dogs. But then at the dogs, after I had the dogs, when I was 33, I had a heart attack, and that begins chapter number 2. But as far as anything goes, I was never really a drug addict, although I smoked a lot of coke for a long time, but it was kind of free and it was there. But I quit that, and when I was 24, I've always smoked pot and always, you know, occasionally here and there. Better living through chemistry was also one of my mottos, and uh, you know, I was surrounded by people who were like that, and you can always surround yourself with people that have the same interests as you, and uh, it just changes a lot because people have different expectations of what their lifestyle is, and you know, when they enjoy something too much, you can't, you know, be around them if you're just enjoying it for the moment. Well, anyway, so that was just a brief, quick part one. We'll see how part two goes.